I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that is the sound of progress. That is the sound of my trees getting cleaned up. Hopefully my yard will open up a little bit more with the removal of some of the, well, at least this dead tree right here is going to be removed completely. But my big pine that I have back here is just getting trimmed up, and everything that gets chopped up or trimmed up today, I'm going to reuse and repurpose. My friend Jose, he's going to chip all the branches and stuff for me, stacking me up full of wood chips for my garden and for my chickens, and I'm just so thankful for it. I'm just excited. I can't wait. All my trees will be nice and trimmed and proper in my garden and start looking like I want it to. So, of course, I'm going to show you guys what the end result is, but I'm excited. So this is what's left of my dead pine. My big pine limbs that were trimmed off, and everything else that got trimmed, plus a little bit of extra. My friend Jose brought me some extra wood chips that he had from another job, so I appreciate that. So now my yard is sunnier. So I'm missing, let's see, 2 trees. Okay, so over here there was a skinny pine tree right here. There's the stump right there, and it was up right here, but the problem with that tree was it wasn't really able to grow. It started growing like sideways because this big tree right here had blocked out the sun from it and kept it from growing. So, and then this one, if you remember, it was nice and full, but the limbs was just like umbrellaing. I don't even know if that's a word. Were like hanging over this my pomegranate tree, and so yeah, that we couldn't let that stay like that. So now I just got to take out this pomegranate right here. So this turned out pretty good. So why I didn't have him chip the tree trunks, which he could have. That one isn't so big that he couldn't have done that, but I'm going to use those trunks inside my new garden boxes that I'm going to be building. So these are all those limbs. Now, I didn't have him chip these limbs up because these limbs have spikes. I don't know if you see them. They're all spiky. And this is what I use on top of my garden beds when I seed to keep the cats out. Tiger, he's learned. He doesn't get in my garden beds as much anymore. But I had to do that in order to keep the cats out, because the cats are persistent and want to try and get in your garden bed, and well, they don't. Their waste is not a good thing to have in your garden. So over here, if you recall, I have that big dead pine tree growing right here. There's the stump right there. So he took the stump down as low as he could, because it was going to cost me like $500 just for him to take out that tree and then dig out all the stump and everything, because the root system is probably really thick. And so I was like, no, that's okay. I'll just work around it. But this is where I wanted to build my greenhouse, and I'll be able to do it still. I'm just going to have to, instead of leveling the dirt right here, I'm just gonna have to put it on stilts and have a floor on my greenhouse. So we'll see. This gives me a chance to be really creative about what I do, how I do it with this stump here, and how I can get rid of it. These are some of the limbs, because I'm gonna put this all down in my garden beds. So next is this brick wall right here is gonna be taken down. So I can't wait for that to get started. And as you see, I got all my beds covered. They're all covered, getting ready for the growing season. Here's that dead big pine. It's completely dry. It's a good thing I had that one taken down. You see all these holes and stuff in the trunk here. It's from the pine beetle. It was infested by the pine beetle, so it's a good thing. I would have hated for that to come crashing down with the winds that we have out here, crashing down on my house or on my neighbor's house. That just wouldn't have been a good thing. So I have one more thing to show you. All those wood chips and stuff that I got over here, I'm gonna use some of it in my garden, but the rest of it, the bulk of it, is going inside my chicken run here. I gotta rake out all of these rocks and stuff that you see down in here, all of these rocks, and then replace that with the wood chips. And it'll keep my chicken run smelling fresh and good. It'll draw and attract bugs for my girls to dig and scratch under and get. And so it's going to be a good thing for them. Okay, so then there's mulberry. If you've watched any of my videos, I've shown this tree time and time again, and it was really getting out of hand. And so I had them take about 3 big limbs off of here, and this is how that raccoon was getting down over here into the yard. That was his super highway. I'm sure he could have found other ways to get into my yard, but that was his super highway. That was the way he always came down. He would, the tree limb went from up here on top of this pillar right here, and so he would just follow the tree limb down right here to this V, and then down on this, the fence right here where you see, well, I don't know if you can see it because I'm having a hard time seeing, but this fence is all bent because of his weight. The first chicken that he took from me, he went up that way, and that's how I knew it was a raccoon, because he left a trail of feathers up the fence and in the tree and then over, so I knew that was a raccoon. So everything is good. Progress, progress, progress. That's what I like. I hate like feeling like I'm just sitting still and not working towards my goal. Even when, I mean, I can't help it. Sometimes it's not even in my control. It's out of my control. I don't have the money for it, or the season isn't right for it, or for whatever reason, though, it's hard to just sit idle and wait. And so those are all my little seedlings up there. I had them sitting out in the sun. I'm about to put them back in the shed. I'm happy that there's been this much progress. Now I just got to take down this patio cover and get started with it so I can get my garden beds made before planting time starts. So I still got some time, but it's just, I have to keep reminding myself, baby steps, right? Baby steps. It's all baby steps. So I don't go crazy. Okay, I just wanted to show you that this is yet another good benefit for wood chips. When you put wood chips down in your garden, or in walkways, pathways, or in your animal yard, like what I'm doing with my chicken yard. As you could tell, it's really windy out here. And already a gust of wind blew a whole bunch of leaves in my house when I was coming outside. It's really windy right now, and this mountain of wood chips is not moving. It's not even being blown all over the place. It's not getting in my eyes. It's not blowing everywhere. It's just there. And that's because all the pieces intertwine and connect and forms like one solid body, if you will, of material that the wind doesn't even affect it. That's why it makes a good mulch on top of your garden. One of the reasons why it makes a good mulch. There's so many other benefits and reasons for having wood chips, using them in your garden and around in your yard. So I just wanted to share this with you. I'm putting this in. See, that wind is kicking up. I'm gonna put this inside my chicken run. I have it blocked off so my girls are staying to one side of the yard of their run while I work in the other half of their run. And I've already raked out as much rocks and stuff as I can out of here and debris, and trimmed back the bushes, the oleanders that were pushing up against the fence. Trim that back a little bit just to make it look a little neater and have a little more room for them to run through and everything, because they like to weave through the bushes, and it's funny, but try to get as much of these rocks out of here. So I'm gonna put the wood chips that I was showing you. I'm gonna put the wood chips inside their run area, and the benefit of that for them is gonna be a lot more soft on their feet. It's gonna be healthier for the oleanders that are growing here. It'll help retain a lot of moisture in there. For the hens, it'll draw it will attract bugs and insect life, lizards, maybe even some mice, and my hens love all of that stuff. They'll eat all of that and be very happy about it. So that'll help them out in that way too. Plus it'll help me because the smell of the pine shavings, the pine chips in this run will keep their smell down, which I don't have a big problem with smelling them because they have a large area to run in and spread themselves out. But in the summer with all the flies and stuff, it'll help. The wood chips will help absorb the liquid part of their poop or bathrooming. It's going to be an all-around benefit for everybody, for them, for me. Oh, well, not for the insects, not for the bugs and the other little critters, but oh well. So anyways, I just wanted to share that with you. Okay. I hate that my shadow is all in the way, but I can't help that, I guess. Oh, I gotta put all these limbs up. I got all the wood chips in there, and they seem to be enjoying it too. So I hope this is good for them. I'm only guessing. I'm not a chicken. I don't know what chickens enjoy, but I just want them to be happy and comfortable. Even though they're not giving me any eggs, even though they're being little freeloaders right now, and I can't even buy any more chickens because I'm in a quarantine zone for the Newcastle disease. So yeah, but I guess the good thing is the raccoon hasn't been able to get to them anymore at night. So, and that's thanks to my automatic chicken door that I bought by Ladies First chicken door. So yeah, they look happy to me, so I'm happy. So I finally got this bed finished. I layered it just like I layered the other one that was over here. There. I layered it with other organic matter like First I did a chop and drop, and then I added some other greenery in there, and then I put some straw, and then I put manure, a layer of manure, and covered it over. Oh, I put some leaf mulch too on top, and then I covered it over. And this is just so that it'll be ready for me to plant in come spring. I'm just gearing up for that because it's coming soon. These days have been feeling really nice and warm, and I'm not going to be fooled by it though, because I realize that right when you start trying to put stuff out, thinking that the spring is here and that it's going to stay warm, that's when you get hit with some frost. And everything goes bad. Everything goes sideways quick. So I'm not going to plan anything until after my last frost date, but I'm gearing up and getting ready. Part of the excitement of preparing for the spring is doing just that, just getting everything ready. So I have a lot more to go, a lot more things I'm trying to do. But anyways, if you stick with me and subscribe to my channel, then you'll see all the other things that I'm planning. I'm in the middle of remodeling my garden right now, trying to get my beds ready and everything, and map out where I'm gonna plant everything. And if you stick with me, there's gonna be plenty more to see. So thank you so much for watching my videos, and thank you for subscribing if you've already subscribed, and I invite you to subscribe if you haven't. Please leave comments. I love hearing from you. And until next time, you guys, as always, God bless.